Good morning, maybe afternoon, maybe night, wherever you're at. Welcome back to the Four Door Savage YouTube channel. Behind me, we've got the Dodge with a whole lot of work done. And I mean a lot. We've got 89 hours up on the board there. 89 hours over the last 8 days between Phil and myself. And let me show you what we got done. I was going to put some high-speed, like, time-lapse stuff in here of the wiring, but it's so boring and monotonous. It's just me laying underneath the dash upside down for hours on end. You really can't see much. Anyways, I'll show you now, though, what it looks like. It's almost done. Just got to run a few components, like the fan wiring, the electric water pump wiring, a couple of things like that. But the headlights are all done. All the wiring's done. Bulkheads are laid out in there. So here we go. We've moved to fuel bulkheads, oil bulkheads, patched up the firewall there, nice piece of steel. So these stay. The bottom one is for the coil, top one is for a bulkhead for the sensors to come through right there. Took the firewall bulkhead out, the factory wiring for the headlights and whatnot. The brakes, got a block off plate. We're going to send that out and have that polished along with probably 2 other items. We're going to have that polished, and the brakes are going inside the car. I'm going to do a Willwood reverse master cylinder inside the car and get the brakes totally off this firewall. Throttle pedal goes there, throttle cable, and the starter bulkhead for the big wire comes out there. Anyways, just did a lot of spot welding. Got to grind all this stuff down. Used exact fit washers for some of this stuff. Anyways, gonna grind it down, use some JB Weld to kind of do the body filler, to patch, seal all the cracks and little holes. Grind it down, do all the body work, then come over with any filler we got to do, prime it, paint it, all that good stuff. So bunch of work done under here. Let's take a look, see what we got under the dash. This is for obvious weld splatter protection from all the welding. However, got the fuel tech harness here. Fuel tech's gonna mount here on the dash, on the column. Let's see what we got. Okay, that's where it goes out, but haven't loomed it yet. But that's it there. That's the coil mount right there. Let's see what we got on the other side. Anyways, that's what we got. Got to loom it. This here gets pinned to a bulkhead up there. I got to mount. Once it's all done painted, I'll bolt it in and then solder these wires to it. Loom everything. Tie it up in a LD clamps like this. Nice and organized. That's the wiring, nice and clean. Gonna move the air fuel meter to this boogered up hole, ignition hole, where a long time ago somebody tried to steal this car. Didn't succeed. There's a chip on the window somewhere where they tried breaking the window before they realized the door was unlocked. Idiot. That's what we got going so far. Got some special stuff coming up, though. I'm really gonna catch your interest. Might even show you on this episode. Who knows? Heads are off. We checked the valves. It needs a valve job pretty bad, and it's leaking around every one of them, losing a lot of compression out of there. So got a local fella. I believe we're gonna do these. If not, I'll send them out to my buddy in Louisiana. Have him do them. That's the only other person I would trust. Made some progress. What he's got going on. Like any good hot rodder, if you don't have engine parts in your house, you're not doing it right. These are Crower billet I-beams with Wiseco Pro nitrous race pistons in this thing. Pretty cool. It hurt 2 pistons. Little booger damage there from, I believe, a spark plug. And then it lifted a ring land on this one. Right there. Otherwise, everything looks really fabulous. Definitely needs bearings. It's been dry starting a lot, so I'm going to put an oil pump on it for auxiliary oil pump for dry start. Get that handled. Everything looks good. We're just going to slide new bearings, rings, 2 new pistons, and full send situation. Got a new set of pistons, but we're not going to use those. I don't like the pin height on those. I'll show you this. Here. Here's what that means. If you take these 2 pistons and you put them flat to flat as close as you can get, you're going to notice there's a difference in ringland height. It's got a noticeably higher position for this ringland, and it doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot. It's not something you want to have. You want to have it thick as possible on top for power adder applications. It's also got more meat in the wrist pin boss area. These are nice pistons, but it's just a shelf JE compared to a power adder piston from Wiseco specifically. So it's got some good parts in here. Put all the pressure on it. If you made it this far, I'll put a little bit of time lapse in there on us cleaning this thing up and doing some work, but I think it's pretty boring on this part of it. You're about to see some cool stuff, though. I'm debating on showing it to you right now or not. So, see you on the next one. Remember, like, share, subscribe if you like this kind of thing. You want to see this car done. Moving pretty fast. We'll have it done pretty quick. Probably take about 300 hours, but we put in 89 hours in 8 days on this thing between the 2 of us. So we're getting after it pretty tough. See you on the next one.